HookahPro.com, your ultimate source for everything hookah. Find the latest tips and tricks, videos, reviews, contests, and more.
Hey, Hookah Pro, J-Bake here, and I am with the ever-present and awesome Lightworker.
Hello, hello.
Today, we have a hookah review for you. This, what you'll see here in the next few seconds, is of our new Syrian hookah. It is a stainless steel cast hookah with individual hose ports, no common chamber, just single chamber with 2 hose ports, purge valve. And they all have their own respective ports leading down to the downstem. So as far as this thing looks, as you can tell from the video I've spliced in here, it's very ornate. It's got a jumbo vase on the bottom. It has some really pretty neat engravings on it. It's very floral pattern in nature, starting with the jumbo base, going up to the chamber, and then on up to the chiller. So that's pretty much the looks of it. So I'm going to put you over here to Lightworker, and
It's very well made as far as my feel. Very smooth, no blemishes. This was actually purchased from Smokey McHookerson. Myself, Jason, and my husband actually co-own it. This was a birthday gift we bought for Jason, and I'd like to thank Smokey McHookerson for this beautifully art.
beautifully crafted piece of art.
Yes.
So as far as the setup goes, we have just plain water in the vase. We've got the 2 hoses going right now. It's got a nice purge valve on it. Does have a nice chiller, but you know, as most people on this forum say, their only really uses for serving a nice cold drink out of it. But you know, and I honestly have to agree unless you decide on some way to insulate it, because it is kind of a waste. Don't get me wrong, it's very beautiful, it's very ornate, but that's pretty much its sole purpose. Anything to add to that, Lightworker?
I like the feel of the mini jumbo vase, the engravings on it. Very well done, very smooth, no blemishes.
So, the main difference for those that are newbies in the forum, the main difference between a Syrian hookah and an Egyptian hookah is, well, first of all, an Egyptian just has a straight through tube leading up to the hose port, whereas the Syrian has more of a detachable, for lack of a better term, hose port. And in the inside of each hose port, there are 3 separate holes drilled for the smoke to go through, as opposed to just one common area for the smoke to pull through. That leads us to our next topic, which is restriction. Syrians are typically harder to pull from because of that added material in the hose port. Egyptians are typically more wide open. Do you have anything to say about that? way it pulls and the restriction on it, Lightworker?
I'd have to concur with what you say. I don't have anything else to add.
So, that being said, as far as the beauty of this thing, the look and feel of it, it's ornate, it's beautiful, it's a functional piece of artwork just like the Okawanki that I've got. What do you think?
I agree, absolutely.
So, as for the, ease of cleaning, it's a little bit more of a hassle because you can't get all the way down in the hose ports. You can't necessarily, you've got more surface area to clean because of the chiller and all that, but other than that, it smokes like a champ. The beautiful thing about Syrians, though, as opposed to Egyptians, is that restriction also gives you a little bit more of a flavor palette to work with, because it condenses the smoke in and simply allows you to taste more of the undertones. Like, for instance, we're going to be doing a review of a mix of Tangiers that we call Dreamsicle. It is Welsh cream and your orange soda. Very beautiful flavor. You'll see a review coming out from us here shortly on that one, but you taste a little bit more of the tobacco undertones, you taste a little bit more of the spices from the Welsh cream, you taste a little bit more of the orange from the orange soda. What do you think?
I'd have to agree. As far as traveling with a Syrian, because of the detachable hose ports, myself, I wouldn't do it. I would kind of keep that type of thing at home and just carry the Okawanki because it has welded on ports. It's less likely to break than the Syrian.
I honestly have got to agree with you. I think that for travel purposes, the Okawanki is, for that matter, going to be the better, more sure bet for less things to happen to it. Matter of fact, we'll be taking it on our trip here coming up the day before my birthday down to San Antonio for a conference that we're going to.
Yes, and it's going to be a very beautiful vacation.
Kind of a working vacation, but still a vacation nonetheless. So, enough talking about it. So let's show you how this puppy smokes. Smokes beautifully, in my opinion. Flavor is more condensed, more vibrant with a Syrian than with an Egyptian, which is fine by me. Especially when you get into those brands like Desi Merli, some of the stuff from Nakhla, because those tend to have a few different spices, a few different flavors added to them, just besides what is on the main package. Do you agree?
Oh yes, I think we did double apple on this one, and I could taste the anise along with the apple.
You get the double apple taste, you get the anise, plus you get that undertone from the Nakhla tobacco. So this is just a real solid rig, despite it being cast in stainless steel only. Another thing that I forgot to mention about the casting process for hookahs is that for things done in stainless steel, they tend to be lighter in weight and feel, whereas something done in a combination of, say, brass, copper, stainless steel, like that El Kwanki, it was done with, I believe, brass and copper. That thing has enough weight to it to where it could easily be used as a weapon, as Noam pointed out in the initial eBay thread that I bought it from. So yeah, there's your typical Syrian hookah. This one specifically is made by Nammor. Great brand. Love their hoses, love their Syrians. And that's it. for now. We'll see you on the forums. Happy smoking.
Keep smiling and shine the light.
We'll see you around.